Hello students, today I came with a new video and I discuss class 7 classification of animals chapter number 4 part 1. So let's discuss. So first is we see many animals around us, So all animals including humans belong to the kingdom animal. Okay. So though all animals differ in many respects, they show some common characteristics like animals cannot make their own food, That's why they depend on the plants and the other animals for their food, and that's why they are called the heterotrophs. Okay. So most animals move from one place to another, you know that, and they have the special organs for locomotions. Okay. So all animals stop growing after a certain period of time on the basis of the presence or the absence of a backbone. Backbone means the vertebral column. Animals are classified into two groups. What are they? They are the vertebrates and the invertebrates. So what do you mean by vertebrates and what do you mean by invertebrates? So vertebrates means animals with a backbone are called the vertebrates, and animals without backbone are called the invertebrates. So 97% of all humans on earth are invertebrates. So the difference between vertebrates and invertebrates are given in a table 4.1. You can see in 4.1 there is a difference between vertebrate and the invertebrate. So in case of vertebrates have an internal skeleton. But in case of invertebrate, they don't have any type of internal skeletons. Okay. So in case of vertebrates, backbone is present. This is very, very important. But no backbone is present in case of invertebrate. Heart is on the ventral side of the body in case of vertebrate. But in case of invertebrate, heart, if present, is on the dorsal side of the body. So in case of vertebrate, nerve cord is hollow and present on the dorsal side of the body. But in case of invertebrate, nerve cord is solid and located where? In the ventral side of the body. Okay. So in case of vertebrate, they have two pairs of limbs, and in case of invertebrate, they have 3 or more pairs of limbs, if any. So these are the key differences. These are the basic differences between vertebrates and invertebrates. You have to remember these points. So next is invertebrates, animals without a vertebral column. So invertebrates are animals without a backbone. You know that. Most of them are soft bodies, delicate animals. They are mostly found in what? Water. Yes. Invertebrates show a wide diversity in their body structure and habitats. But why? Due to which they are broadly divided into 8 major phyla. Okay. So what are the 8 major phyla? We discuss it. So the 8 major phyla are Porifera, Coelenterra, Platyhelminthes, Nematoda or Ascohal Mantis, Annelida or Theropoda, Mollusca, Canodermata. So these are the 8 groups. Okay. So first we discuss the phylum Porifera, like sponges. Porous, you have to remember, porous is a Latin word. Okay. So porous means pore and fur means bearing. So sponges are found where? Sponges are found in seawater and fresh water. Okay. So, and the characters are these animals have a large number of openings or the pores on their body. Why on their body they have a large number of openings or pores? Because oxygen and food enters into their body cavity through these pores. That's why large number of pores or the large number of opening they have. There is a large pore at the top from where the water passes out. Most sponges obtain food and oxygen and also remove waste materials through constant water flow in their bodies. They don't move from one place to another. Most of them remain fixed to the floor of the sea. Examples of poriferans are cycon. You can see in 4.1 Sycon aporifera. Okay. So next is the Coelenterata or cnidarians. So it's a Greek term. Koilos means hollow and enteros means gut. Okay. So coelenterotes have a radially symmetrical body. What do you mean by radially symmetrical body? You have to remember, what do you mean by radially symmetrical body? So radially symmetrical body means the body can be divided vertically into two equal halves along any plane passing through the central point. You have to write from here to here. The body can be divided vertically into two equal halves along any plane passing through the central point. Okay. So the body is hollow, tube-like, and has only one opening called the mouth. The mouth is surrounded by a number of finger-like structures called tentacles. The tentacles have stringing cells called the Synodoblast. What is Synodoblast? Synodoblast means help them in the anchoring, capturing prey and in self-defense. That's why they are called the cnidarians. So cnidarian is literally means the stringing creature. You have to remember these terms. So what they found? They found basically in aquatic, marine water, okay, rocks or the floating in water. Examples are hydro jellyfish, corals and sea anemone. You can see in figure 4.2 jellyfish. Okay. So next the phylum Platyhelminthes. That means the flatworm. Flatworm, why? Platy means, it's a Greek word. Platy means flat and helminths means worm. Okay. So flatworms are the simplest worm of the animals without legs. This is very, very important. They have no legs. These are found mostly in marine water, the fresh water. Okay. So the body is thin and flattened or of leaf-like, ribbon-like structure. And it is bilaterally symmetrical. What do you mean by bilaterally symmetrical? You have to remember this term indicates what this term indicates. This term indicates that it can be divided into two identical halves only through one plane. You have to remember from here it can be divided into two identical halves only through one plane from up to here. Okay. So this is the meaning of the bilaterally symmetrical. Okay. So they have only one opening through which they take in the food and get rid of waste. Examples are tapeworm. You can see 4.3 is a tapeworm. And tapeworm, where does tapeworm live? Tapeworm live in the intestines of the humans and the cattle, planarium and the liver fluid. So next is the phylum Nematoda or Ascohal Mantis. That is the roundworm. So it is also Greek term and nema means thread and helminths means worm. So roundworm are found in freshwater, marine water and the terrestrial environment. Their body is basically cylindrical and the narrow. Okay. And unsegmented. Very, very important. Unsegmented. What do you mean by unsegmented? Unsegmented means they have a smooth surface. There is no segmentations. Okay. And a bilaterally symmetricals. They have one opening called the mouth through which the food is pulled in and crossed. Okay. By the help of the mouth, they can eat their food is pulled in and cross it. Okay, another opening called the anus is present near the tip of the body. Some roundworms such as the filarial worms are thread-like, while others such as the hookworm, okay, hookworm are more rounded. So many of these are parasites that live in the intestines of the humans and other big animals, okay. In the intestine, they reproduce sexually by forming eggs. So examples of nematodes are pinworm, ascaris and the whipworm. You can see in figure 4.4 is the ascaris or nematoda. So here is a note. Tapeworm and liver flukes are parasites. That is, parasites means they live inside or another organism, or called another organism is called the host, and get their food from it. Okay. So tapeworms live in the digestive tract of many vertebrates like pigs and human beings, and they can grow up to 15 to 30 feet. That means the 10 meter. Okay, imagine. So this is the figure. If you like this video, then please subscribe my channel and please like it. Okay. So we have done up to here. You can read this chapter up to here. In the next video, I will discuss the next part. So thank you. Tata. Bye bye. See you in the next class.